first chance to talk to you kind of since the deadline practice with Io and Julian today. Just what's it like getting them into the mix and
Mhm.
the thing they can
Uh, yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty talented, pretty hard-nosed playing guys. I mean, I kind of knew Io growing up, so played against him, played with him in some of like USA events and all that stuff. So I'm familiar with Io. But yeah, like I said, I think they're really hard-nosed, talented players. I think they'll be just fine with us. I think they'll fit right in. And I'm really excited to be in a different situation, you know. So.
When it comes to Io, this team has sometimes struggled with defensive effort, being known for his effort and the defense. Can you really help you guys out there with kind of night-to-night pieces?
Yeah, for sure.
That energy?
For sure. I mean, I think that's kind of something that we're probably missing as well. I mean, something that Nikhil brought. I think he can, do the same thing on the same level, if not more. Hopefully, I mean, I think he's, like I said, super talented defensively. His numbers, show how talented he is offensively, and I think just like I said, he's a good, talented guy who plays hard, knows basketball, and I think defensively, he'll bring a lot to the table.
Rudy was pretty upset last night after the game. He had some strong comments about the defensive effort that you guys didn't have and haven't had at times this season. How have you guys just kind of holding each other accountable this year? What's that process been like 2/3 of the way through the season?
I think we got to hold ourselves accountable first, and then hold this next person accountable. We can't really as it for anybody, like anybody in the world who has a job. You want to do your job first, and then kind of follow suit and follow line as the leader, telling the next guys. And then I think as the list goes on, I mean I think everybody just bring their best effort and do what they're supposed to do. I would say.
In your 6th, 7th year, however many years it's been now for you, how have you just personally kind of navigated up and down moments of the season in the context of the team? Just kind of seen it all in your time so far.
I mean, when I first started, I was more worried because I didn't really know how the business worked and how things went and so forth and so on. But now, as I've gone to become a vet, kind of, just kind of got to stick with it. And we play every other day, if not back to back. Situations where you might be in a situation where you might have messed up or you might didn't rotate, so forth and so on. But you have many moments in the game or next game to redeem yourself. And I think take advantage of having chances and opportunities. Multiple of those is really huge, important.
Gotta ask you, J. Cole comes up with the song you're mentioning it. Did you know that was coming out ahead of time, or was that kind of a surprise?
Nah, I was fired up. I had no clue. I mean, I didn't know he knew me. But yeah, that was crazy. The bar was crazy. I mean, I think especially being on a song on the album, I think the album was really good. If you ask me, that was probably the best song, not because of my name, but you could add that in there as well. But yeah, I think for me, I think it was. I woke up and a few people told me about it. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And then I checked it out. Good song. I've been playing it since, so just gotta make sure everybody hear it.
Is that going to be the intro? You coming on the floor from now on?
Come on, it's J. Cole. It got to be. It's J. Cole, man. Come on, he's one of the best rappers in our generation. So. I mean, I think, like I said, it was huge and special. Shout out to him, and I appreciate him for acknowledging. I heard he watches a lot of basketball. Was he about to play in the
He's been in like
borderline games.
Yeah, exactly. So he knows what's going on, and I appreciate that.
But it's your favorite song, regardless of the fact that your name is in it, right?
I mean, yeah, for sure, regardless. I mean, it's like I said, it's J. Cole. You get a name dropped by J. Cole. Come on, man, that's hard. So.
Does it feel like kind of the legend of Nas Reid?
Just keep evolving. Just keep going, man. I mean, I just go to the work that I put in, and everybody notices and sees it. And man, like I said, just the pain and suffering, and coming into one.
I did want to ask you too, just about the deadline. I mean, your name was out there a lot, but you ended up staying here. I know you have a bond with this city. Just kind of, what's that like navigating those week or so when all those rumors are out there?
Just kudos to you being a good player, I guess. I mean a lot of people want you, I guess, at that point. So just trying to just stick with it though, as well as basketball. You still have plenty of games in that time frame, so you kind of got to bring your best basketball or best energy, so forth and so on. You don't want to kind of knock that off or have that knock you off your pivot. Like I said, it's a business. Obviously, I'm family with. Spend every day with these people, these guys on my team, so we become family at that point. Obviously, you don't want to be separated from your family, but it's also at the end of the day, it is a business. So you gotta take acknowledgement of that, and just try to make the best of it.
Now, I know you were in a good relationship with Rob.
Yeah.
What did you say to him? And kind of, what do you
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to him today. I mean, just trying to, make sure he makes the best of his new situation. Obviously, we would love to have him here, but it's all situational. He's a young guy. He still has a ton of basketball to grow and to play and so forth and so on. I mean, he knows. I talk to him all the time just about being patient and having the right mindset and just going into situations, just bringing your best. I told him myself, I didn't come in the league playing. Everybody is kind of similar. I think we had a conversation when we played in Houston. Josh Okogie even told him the same thing. Like, Josh was one of my vets. So, I just tell him, obviously I could tell him he'll listen, but to hear from another guy, from on another team in different situations is kind of huge too.
What's kind of your thoughts on Lenny moving out there? Because from everything I've heard, a beloved teammate.
Yeah.
What's it mean to you that he's going to actually?
He's going to bring a lot of love to the city. Chicago. He's like a little brother to me as well, man. I think he's super special, super talented, and then his personality is huge. He's a bright spot in any dull moment. He's willing to learn. He's willing to be successful. He's willing to put the work in. And I think he has family over in Chicago. I think his brother or something like that plays with the team. So he'll have some type of a familiarity, but I think he'll be a bright spot for them.
Thanks, Nas. I appreciate it.